ensure that you request a driving abstract from the Island Traffic Authority. In other words, make sure that the person who you're putting to drive your vehicle is properly licensed.
Heed the warning and let's ramp up our road safety as we prepare to start the busy Christmas season. Welcome to another Wednesday edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Theodore Henry. Coming up in today's show, we provide you with more tips on how you can stay safe on the roads, plus so much more lined up in the package just for you.
The travel file application was created by the Transport Authority for the protection of the commuting public. Please download the travel file application on the Google Play Store or the Apple iOS Store. Once you download the application, put in your phone number, register the application under your phone number, and then you'll be able to verify the license plate that you're going in. Once you verify the license plate and the information of the vehicle, you will then be able to share that trip of the vehicle that you're in. And if there is difficulty on the trip, you will be able to push a panic button and share your location with others as well. Download the application, give us our feedback at customerservice@ta.org.jm. Don't forget, it's free to download, free to use.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, November 30, 2022. Now is a good and exciting time to invest in Jamaica. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made that appeal to potential investors at the Invest Jamaica 2022 Business Conference in Montego Bay on Tuesday. He asserts that now is the time to act as the country is making a remarkable economic rebound from the COVID-19 pandemic, creating many untapped opportunities for investors to capitalize on. Mr. Holness says one of the country's greatest appeals is the work that has been put in to ensure Jamaica remains a fiscally responsible state, even across different political administrations.
So if you are considering investing in Jamaica, you can rest assured that across administrations, regardless of changes in government, the political economy of Jamaica has changed its DNA to a state, to a country that believes in strong fiscal management of our economic affairs.
The Prime Minister says the goal is for Jamaica to be in the top 10 places to invest, and part of that is continued improvement in public bureaucracy while ensuring that the country becomes one of the most advanced digital societies in the region.
So we have put together a plan to build out our broadband infrastructure in Jamaica. We call this the National Broadband Initiative. And the objective is to ensure that everyone in Jamaica has access to reliable, fast, and consistent broadband, but more importantly, that all our businesses have access to broadband connectivity. And I can tell you that we are far advanced in this.
He also encouraged investors at the conference to explore the emerging untapped sectors in the country. Meanwhile, entrepreneurs are being encouraged to utilize the services and incentives provided by government to increase production to meet local and export demand. The call comes from State Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Dr. Norman Dunn. He says agencies in the ministry, such as the National Certification Body of Jamaica and the National Compliance Regulatory Authority, stand ready to ensure products meet international standards.
So they can help us to ensure that your product meet the required standards for local and international market. The Ministry of Investment and Commerce is your business ministry, and we commit to using all available resources at our disposal to assist you and any other Jamaican business for sustainability and profitability.
He points out that manufacturers and producers can also benefit from incentives such as the production input relief.
For you to gain preferential treatment with the imports that you have as a part of your productive operation, you get that relief. So please do not hesitate to use it because it's there for you to use.
Dr. Dunn was speaking at a recent function to launch the Montego Bay branch of decorative concrete services company Amazing Concrete Finishes Limited. Residents of Montego Bay are set to benefit from a new transportation center. Minister of Transport and Mining Audley Shaw made the announcement. The land is owned by the Jamaica Railway Corporation.
That's about 3 acres, and it will become the southern. So this is the northern transport center, and we are going to build the southern transport center.
Minister Shaw says upgrades will also be done to the existing transport center.
Even as we work on the new transport center, we are going to make sure that this one is adequately secured, including the bathroom facilities.
The Transport Ministry is partnering with the St. James Municipal Corporation and other state agencies to execute the project. The Island Traffic Authority will resume tests to driving vehicles during the inspection process at all ITA examination depots effective December 1. The authority stopped allowing inspectors to drive customers' vehicles in March 2020 as a precautionary measure due to the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. But Director of the ITA, Canute Hare, says that with the country now returning to pre-pandemic operations, approval has been given for the critical procedure to be carried out at the depots during the process for granting certificates of fitness. Test driving vehicles allows inspectors to look for certain issues, such as the effectiveness of the braking system. The ITA's director says resuming this procedure will again allow the authority to identify those critical issues that could be a threat to Jamaica's road and vehicular safety operations. And finally, the Agriculture and Fisheries Ministry will be working with teachers of agricultural science and food and nutrition on its national Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign. Portfolio Minister Pernell Charles Jr. revealed the details of the initiative during his keynote address at a recent function at Shortwood Teachers College in Kingston. He says educators should begin to use structured curricula and programs that will allow for students to comprehend how to integrate concepts like climate-smart technology within their agricultural pursuits.
There are times when we have high production, and times when we have glut, and times when we can't find anything. So for you to have that steady movement, you have to bring in what we call resilience into agriculture. You, as our teachers, are expected to teach that from now.
Minister Charles Jr. is also urging more Jamaicans to get involved in agriculture by starting a school garden, engaging in backyard farming, or cultivating undeveloped land. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
The tinting of your windscreen, cut it out. Public passenger vehicles, according to the Transport Authority Act, not supposed to have tints. I'm appealing to motorists out there. We have removed many plates because of fandangles that are on the motor vehicle. Colorful lights, red light, purple light, blue light, and these multicolored lights. Get them off. I've noticed some trends out there where there is different type of license plates on motor vehicles. Only the Jamaican issued driver's license plates are to be on the motor vehicles. Once you transport any passenger in a motor vehicle, ensure that they are buckled, whether they are on the front or they are on the back. The seatbelt gives people a fighting chance to survive the crash. Many people have died who never give themselves a fighting chance.
It's a second chance for many to put in the hard work towards creating a future they desire. We now look at one program giving students the opportunity to go after their dreams.
The teacher chose him to do 3 subjects. He passed 2 and failed 1, get a 4. This is precisely why the ministry moved in this direction. We are cognizant that not every child will move at the same pace. and so pathways learning programs must be created for them.
Effective September 1, 2022, all students leaving 5th form at public high schools enroll in an additional 2 years of higher learning. This is done through the 6th Form Pathways Program, an initiative of the Ministry of Education that's geared towards ensuring students receive the skills and competency development needed for today's advanced society. The program is also open to students who dropped out of school before completing 5th form once they are between the ages of 16 and 18. Having completed the Caribbean Secondary Examination Certificate at the end of 5th form or grade 11, students will be eligible for the program and must register at their current high school. Here's a look at the program in action.
Secondly, the infant mortality rate. How did that affect how many children the people want to have?
At Charlie Mount High, nestled in the hills of St. Catherine, an abandoned building was quickly retrofitted to accommodate the increased number of students due to the 6th Form Pathways program.
We have a large number of students applying for our 6th Form program. And so within the Pathway program, due to space constraints, we can only take a small number. We would want to take a lot more. And so those who are unable to join us and continue with us, we recommend them to other institutions.
140 students are currently enrolled in the program.
From grade 7 coming up, I've always leaned more to sciences, so it was quite easy when it came on to go into 6th form to select those subjects.
I was previously in Pathway 2 doing business subjects such as entrepreneurship and customer engagement. I have now matriculated to Pathway 1 by attaining all 5 CSEC subjects and is now doing all sciences. These would include agricultural science, environmental science, and computer science.
Desonja, who was previously in lower 6th form, was able to pursue an additional CSEC subject so she could qualify for the traditional Pathway 1. On Pathway 1, students pursue Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examinations CAPE subjects at the diploma or associate's degree level. Pathway 2 is the technical route and includes a mandatory NVQJ skill. Pathway 3 allows students to get additional CSEC subjects or pursue a specialized skill.
The Pathway program brought new initiatives. It allows us to be able to assist some of our students who would have not done well at CSEC. This gives us a second opportunity, a second chance to look at our students, to give them the opportunity for them to get to understand themselves and to do well.
What about the word independence now? How does that come in? Somebody said independence. Good. So what I wanted to do in your group now is to analyze the criticisms that have been put forward against the demographic transition model.
Students are guided by their 6th form coordinator so they can be properly placed.
I would have had persons in Pathway 2 that is now matriculated to Pathway 1 because they were given the opportunity with their 1 or 2 subjects to sit those and come again to do the CAPES at Pathway 1.
Charlemont stands ready to work and to continue the program, the 6th Form Pathway program with the Ministry of Education. Each year we graduate, or in our graduating cohort, we have over 250 students, and we would love to have at least 3/4 of that number continue with us.
Since September 1, 2022, the 6th Form Pathways program is offered at no cost to students. The government will pay $17,000 per student in secondary schools, $80,000 per student in private tertiary institutions, and $60,000 for students in public tertiary institutions. At the end of the program, students in high school will earn a National School Leaving Certificate Level 2. Students who participate in the 6th Form only program at tertiary institutions will receive the same certificate once they have completed the full 2 years.
In the future, I'd like to become a veterinary technician. The pathway that I'm on now, I'd excel in my science subjects because I'm in the science class. I would need more subjects to be accepted into the college of my dreams.
So my dream is to become a pharmacologist or something within the field of pharmacology. So I consider the 6th Form pathway right now as a milestone in that, a journey. So it's paving the way for me to attain that dream.
Every Jamaican has the right to know what is happening in Parliament, to know when new laws are being passed, and to give their opinions on legislation before either house.
Every Jamaican has the right to see their representatives in action, making laws, holding the executive to account, representing the people, working for the benefit of all Jamaicans.
It is your right to observe first-hand meetings of the Senate, meetings of the House of Representatives, and the meetings of parliamentary committees. You may also take a tour of your parliament.
To find out more about the Houses of Parliament, please call 876-922-0200, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, or visit our website at www.japarliament.gov.jm.
It's a momentous achievement in the history of road traffic regulations in Jamaica. The transformation is coming soon, as the government is moving to eradicate indiscipline on our roadways. Take a look.
The Ministry of Transport and Mining is fully committed to the execution of Jamaica's road and vehicular safety operations. We are now in possession of a new, modernized Road Traffic Act and regulations. This law will ensure that Jamaica's road and vehicular safety network is in alignment with modern road and vehicular safety postulates. I want to inform owners of motor vehicles, ensure that you request a driving abstract from the Island Traffic Authority. Make sure that the person who you're putting to drive your vehicle is properly licensed and don't have a whole heap of tickets out there that are unpaid. Have evidence of their driver's license, as they could be driving around without a driver's license, as it may have been suspended. In relation to traffic tickets, all persons with outstanding traffic tickets are being warned to use the opportunity and have those tickets paid up speedily, because if you fail to do so, warrants will be issued. Be reminded that under the new Road Traffic Act and regulations, your driver's license will not be renewed if you have outstanding traffic tickets. We will have a new code governing the tread depth of tires. This is to ensure that the only component of the vehicle that touches the road surface do so in a safe manner. Motorists, pay keen attention to the 1.6 mm bar that is on your tire, as we do not want any violation of the law. In the new Road Traffic Act, there will be 3 categories of driver's licenses. Class A for motorcyclists, Class B for private motor vehicle use, Class C for commercial motor vehicle use. This therefore means the private and general driver's licenses will be no more. We will ensure that persons are properly aligned to classes. This new Road Traffic Act will give the Island Traffic Authority the power to suspend and revoke driver's licenses. Do not be caught in this dragnet, and do not ask for any bly. The ITA is not a bly entity. All stakeholders are ready for the full implementation of the Road Traffic Act and regulations. However, It is our intention to have a robust public education campaign geared towards ensuring that every road user is aware of the components outlined. I am again appealing to motorists to act responsibly on the roadways, given the growing number of crashes and fatalities across the island. Please take heed and get acquainted with the new law as we rid Jamaica of the lawlessness and mayhem on our roads.
We're warming up to the start of the festive season, and we know how much you are looking forward to those trips, food, and fun. But we cannot urge you enough to ensure you take all the necessary steps to protect yourselves on the roadways. Here are a few tips to remember. Number 1, drivers. Please take the time to leave out early for your trips and slow down on the roadways. It's better to arrive late and alive. Number 2, motorcyclists. Ensure you're wearing protective gear and cut your speed. Number 3, pedestrians. Wear bright colors where roadways are not lit, especially at night. With the implementation of the new road traffic regulations soon, road users will be held more accountable for their actions. It is important that you begin to practice good habits on our roads.
I want to assure everyone that this new Road Traffic Act will give the Island Traffic Authority the power to suspend and revoke drivers' licenses. Do not be caught in this dragnet, as there will be no escaping for you, and do not ask for any bly. The ITA is not a bly entity.
We have a disaster that is of real concern. A man-made disaster which is out of indiscipline, ignorance, and disregard for the rules of the country. We are paying a severe price for this level of indiscipline that has taken over our roads. We are losing lives, young men, and right around the country, we are seeing this increase in fatalities and accidents on our roads. And I believe that as a country, we need to recognize what is happening. There are a number of things that we can do. I heard a gentleman said that he was encouraging persons not to take a taxi that has more than the required amount of passengers. And he said that he was lambasted. People cuss him out. There are things that we can do by not supporting the indiscipline of some of our drivers. And some of the same passengers will say to the driver, where you do go around and a man, so the man, they are going to leave you. And I believe this is something that, as Jamaicans, we need to pay serious attention to. And it's not what the government is doing. Government alone can't do it. We need the support of every single Jamaican. when the new Road Traffic Act comes into effect. I'm hoping that I won't hear people saying that is only poor people the law was made for. Many who have died on our roads are not poor. Let us not get carried away. Let us not be overcome by the culture of earning $1. So a taxi man would drive on the wrong side of the road with a car full of passengers, including children, with no regards at all for the lives of those persons. In the same way in which we use social media and other forms of information to be critical and raise concerns about issues, let us start a campaign in this country about the carnage on our roads and what we as Jamaicans can do and is prepared to do.
Did you somehow just catch today's show? Maybe missed other content like this? Then visit our website at jis.gov.jm. It's all there. Send us your feedback via email at jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. And be sure to join us again tomorrow when we bring you another informative program. On behalf of the production crew, I'm Theodore Henry. Stay safe on our roads.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.